afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacaster from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero Site, Defender of the Fatherland, off it and exciting on 1 vs 1 from the Grand Championship Series 2, right here on Femin Will Approach. So welcome one, welcome all. I'll be grabbing a few of the matches I sort of covered on Twitch, but just casting up, sort of getting a bit more refined and all that. Plus, I can't really upload all of them because increasingly YouTube's algorithms are not really going to be fond of that, and I actually get punished. So I'm just going to selectively choose a few matches I thought were good from it and cast them, put them on my channel. You know, that way at least get some exposure that way. But overall, like, if I just sort of vomit all up or just like that, I technically get punished by YouTube because YouTube is weird. So just a heads up there. Anyways, it's Talisman versus Helpinghans here. First match out of 3 with the Soviet Union here under the command of Talisman and the 5th Mechanized Corps. We've got Motum, Armored Assault and Defensive Tactics with anti-tank range, machine gun suppression and tank and penetration, but specifically T-34 penetration bulletins versus Breakthrough, Special Operations, Luftwaffe Ground Force here from Hans with Triple Infantry, fighting for Germany, Deutschland. The Oberkommando West, in this case with the 10th Panzer Division, fighting somewhere on the Eastern Front, somewhere in Eastern Poland. We got Volkswagen here with Sturmpanier support pushing against country in the west. Talisman so far heading southward, so with a few troops trying to pressure the northern fuel point. Hans streaming in here with the Sturmpioneers against the conscripts. Shot being rather laid down heavily. We got coming from the north here from Talisman to support the situation. In this case, he just retreats. Very good unit preservation there. I mean, if he could have stuck around, he'd just not really get a lot of damage done, whereas Hans just got a ton of easy kills. So obviously retreating here, the very best decision there by Talisman. Contributing the Mac, catch from the Sturmpanier, do some extra damage, and there we go. One Sturmpanier down, pretty good. He could even maybe force retreat there with a bit of luck. In the south, he hitting the fuel point now up north. Fuel point being hit back. We got a Kuhlwagen there for Hans as well to help him sort of allow him to play aggressively with his infantry. The Kuhlwagen having a slightly higher camping rate than other units, allowing to basically use this sort of cap territory behind lines as then infantry does the fighting on the front line. More conscript away there for Talisman. Filters down the fires, but caught here by engineers and conscripts. Very good sort of attack there from several angles. Sturmpanier is retreating, which does leave the fuel point here pretty much up for Talisman to recapture. He might move up the Kuhlwagen to sort of support here the Volkswagen to start the house, but even that I don't think it's going to work out too well. Plus he's losing control of the other fuel points, so far reasonably good start there for Talisman. Grabbing the northern point. And a bit of capturing here and there. With more Volksgrenadiers out for Helpinghans and Germany. Kuhlwagen standing about here up north. We got the country up there. Sandbags down here for Helpinghans. Good position there. Helps him as the truck here to more safely secure the point. Shots being fired back and forth here in the centre. We got conscript versus Volksgrenadiers here. Molotov up as well here for Talisman. Very good. Allows him to quickly deny the house to Hans. Forcing his Volkswagen out in the open and winning the engagement there. He could consider laying down some sandbags here, but put pressure around here and make it a little hard for Hans to move through here very well because, well, there's only light cover otherwise really for Hans. So sandbags would be, I think, a very strong choice for Talisman. Of north, the overwhelming Hans with 2 conscript versus 1 Volksgrenadiers, pushing for the fuel and the northern munitions. Stretching Hans is largely threatening to do so once more. And the Kuhlwagen here in the south is trying to tie up some of Talisman's forces, but it is getting focused down there by Talisman's brave boys. Sturmpanier moving in, those sandbags up there. Falling a bit back towards the blue car there. More points being secured up there. Back at base, we got medics on the way there for Talisman to heal up his troops. Very good. Hans has yet to take up. He's starting to feel under pressure. We got more Volksgrenadiers on the way there for Helpinghans for Germany. And Kuhlwagen there ramming the Volksgrenadiers to try and flush out the conscripts. In the south, conscripts holding on the house here. Not the best position for him to defend from this angle due to only having 2 windows there. I mean, it allows him just a spot ahead, but theoretically, if he sort of ends up lingering for too long, he could get punished a bit. North, they're holding out there. Volkswagen is almost down there for Helpinghans for the 10th Panzer Division. We got sandbags being tossed down here to help defend the centre victory point. And there you go. Immediately under fire from the conscripts. Jürgen falls first. Rounds piercing through his soft, squishy body. Another down there. Pretty good strike there for Talisman. Quickly falls back just to make sure the point is secure and then pushes ahead again. Hitting the fuel point again. Very good aggressive harassment there from Talisman. So far he's using the infantry to just, aggressively hit the map from a lot of angles. And he's basically just looking to fight engagements he can win, which of course is what you do with a lot of conscripts. You don't just look to fight every engagement, you look to fight the ones you can win and then you retreat and hit elsewhere. You try to just, extend your opponent constantly and then you sort of hit them wherever you can to sort of overwhelm them tactically. And this is so far what Talisman is doing. And so far it's working out well. I mean, Hans is getting up with forces so he can soon counter it by, being able to concentrate forces more locally, but even then, there's still going to be points to the Talisman just sort of sneaks about there. So either way, he's going to get some more terrain here. He's going to slow down Hunter's tech while increasing his own, which is generally pretty good, and can quickly follow up with other stuff like, say, some fast tech, maybe even a fast tank-to-tank command. So there goes support and company out for Talisman in the south here, constantly being pushed back with a full screen. If you still got a single engineer squad holding the line bravely. And up here, incendiary grenades off, constantly being pushed back. North side has been finally fallen here as Hans lodges in a very large infantry assault with 3 squads and the Kubelwagen. Lots of troops are retreating. Talisman everyone's gone for Guard Motor. Opens up, of course, for the heavy mortars and the Guardsmen, T-35s, marked vehicle, and self-repairs. A lot of options there for Talisman in the mid to late game, though it doesn't really work super well with the large conscript build there, since he doesn't get any upgrades for them. No submachine guns, no hit the dirt, nothing. So, of course, that is slightly the downside from this doctoral choice. Then again, I don't think any of his doctrines really work well with a lot of conscripts, so that might overall be a moot point. Back here we got Hans going for the battle group headquarters, healing for all of his troops, so he can that way maintain a large infantry force like that much better. Doctrinally, all of his doctrines work slightly well with in different ways. Valiant Assault works well with that. Infiltration Tactics, Radio Silence kind of works well with a lot of full grenadiers. And here, Breakthrough Tactics and Storm Officers can also work well with a lot of infantry. So you see what it ends up with there. Hans up north comes with there versus the Kubelwagen, quickly falling back there. Hans is striking back as hard as he can, and there you go, full grenadiers versus engineers. But the Volksgrenadiers should have the upper hand there. And Talisman then got Spawn company up. He could push for the tank-to-tank command already now if he wanted to, but more likely he might go for a maximum mortar here. Hans with the flak half-track, the 251 at 17. Kubang securing territory there up north, constantly moving in. Mines down here, the Schuhmine 42. Meaning Schützenmine, that was roughly, I think, around the size of a shoebox and was basically meant for blowing off people's feet. Since the Germans, basically at this stage of the war, kind of figured it's actually better. Like, if someone's going to be put out of the war anyways, it's rather to drain the resource, more importantly, force them to pull back more men to get the wounded guy home than it's actually kill him. Lastly, the Schuhmine 42 actually had a smaller explosive charge than most other mines, and again was just intended to just maim, but not kill. So, little fun fact there. Tank command up here for Talisman. Kubelwagen versus conscripts. And up here we got flank engineers versus Volksgrenadiere. More conscripts from the south. And we got the flak half-track there almost done for Helpinghans. No doctrinal choice for him as of yet. And we do see the tank command going up swiftly here. Talisman basically taking advantage of the initial momentum he's gained from their harassment and pressure. Though of course Hans is doing his best to try and slow that down, realising he actually might be in a bit of a sticky situation if he does not reverse the current trend. But Talisman should be able to get a fast T-70 out here versus Helpinghans, as flak half-track has just arrived to the battlefield. Alright Otto, once you see the enemy, I just want you to shoot him, no asking questions, just pull the trigger and murders him. Conscript with flame units moving up here, folks are being a bit under fire, need to fall back there a bit rapidly. Engineers moving towards the centre. We got the Volks moving up here for Helpinghans. We got the flak half-track setting out as well with our Kednev. He's obviously anticipating some kind of fast vehicle here from Talisman. And we got flare trip mines briefly being considered there by Talisman, but looks like he decides against it. Not a bad choice. People tend to perhaps not quite think as much of them, but they can usually get a kill here and there, which for 10 munitions is actually really good. Plus the flare also helps out. Comes there as the Kubelwagen. Big push here, going to again try and keep pressure. Again, Talisman so far keeping up the standard tactic you can't strategy you want to do with a lot of conscripts, which again, you look to fight the fights you can, and then you just always fall back from the ones you can't. Flak after their aim to the scene, pushing back the conscripts. T-70 on the way there for Talisman. Fighting around the car front, we've got incendiary grenades being lobbed off there by the Volksgrenadiers up north here. Push for the fuel point. 2 conscript squads make it hard for Hans there with a single Volksgrenadier squad to do anything. Plus a Molotov across the hedges here could further make that very unpleasant. First guard squad out here for Talisman, immediate DP light machine guns, works well with the T-70 obviously, and helps versus the flak half-track. Plus with the DP light machine guns, they do quite well versus Volksgrenadiers. Hans going here for an MD-34, he's of course realising the infantry strategy currently being enacted by Talisman does require a lot more suppressor firepower than just a flak half-track. But as all these conscripts though, a flak half-track is going to be pretty good long term. Pretty good. Particularly you can sort of maintain it. Well, there you go, T-70 to the scene, folks are falling back. Now they're down to less than half health, not a good development there for Talisman's, Hansen's Volksgrenadiers. Flak half-track they're taking to the Guardsman. T-70 going ahead as well. Good hit on the flak half-track. Another hit there as well. But Kedman lands a shot, but fails to actually impact there on the T-70 light tank, with more folks coming up there. Noting Hans, I don't think he's actually upgrading any of them. Then again, he might be doing that on some of the retreating ones. Might be hard to say. Nope, no assault rifles up so far. Moving ahead here, we can see their Talisman again just trying to outmaneuver Hans, keeping off the fuel. I mean, the long game basically stall Hans to prevent from taking up. The better of lead Talisman get, of course, more likely to get out tanks first. Overall, some good play there by Talisman. Of course, Hans doing his best to try and deal with this, and getting a machine gun out is going to really help with that, as it makes it hard for just Talisman to flank around and harass if set up in the correct position. But there you go, mine hit. That T-70 takes quite a bit of damage. Flak after, then you've had full support moving up, and there you go. Conscripts rushing ahead. Foxes versus the Guardsman, and a bit of damage done. But ultimately not enough, and we got anti-tank grenades up here for Talisman. Probably to deal with a flak half-track primarily. He's not too worried about Hans getting out any other armor, I think, right away, due to the sheer control he's got of the fuel, so he can like just catch the flak after that. His chance of destroying, of course, massively increases, and that, I imagine, is what Talisman wants to do, since a well-handled flak half-track is an absolute pain in the arse. Grenade exchange here, possibly. Nope, just the Germans getting off one. Hans focusing heavily on the center, but not enough on the fuel point. And this is actually good for Talisman, since again that means he's more like just hold the fuel. Whereas again, like, it's in some ways dominant position, but it's not one that helps you with tanks. And Hans really needs tanks. But again, he's not going to get a lot of fuel whereas Talisman is, so Talisman's more likely to be able to pull a tank edge or Helpinghans right now, and Helpinghans is not doing a lot to change that fact. So he's going to need, more like Kedman obviously. It also, I think, makes it more likely to go for special operations, to go for at least a command Panther initially. We shall see what it ends up with there. Folks will be pushed back here with the T-70 light tank. Quick march over there against the MG-34, needs to fall back with that. North points being secured. Bit of shooting against the Volksgrenadiere. Need to pop an incendiary grenade here. Brandhandgranate. And then get troops being repulsed here with nasty casualties there from Helpinghans' flak half-track. Down here, troops getting reinforcing. A few shots here from the double conscript force, and they're being pushed back. Sturmpuni moving in as well. We got the T-70 moving up with a Sis-3 on the way for Talisman. More shots being fired. More shots there. T-70 almost down. Sturmpuni filters moving up as well here. Big counter-attack here. Talisman's cops caught in a really bad spot, to be honest. He should actually be retreating here rather than just trying to stand his ground and fight. This is pretty good for Hans and allows him to get several easy kills down Talisman's conscripts. No wipes opposite beam, then bleeding out of manpower is pretty good for Hans. Kedman's creeping hit. T-70 almost taken out. Sis-3 out there, probably to further help with a flak half-track. It's quickly proven to be quite a nuisance there for Talisman, so it's understandable why he's trying to pull in more assets to just try and deal with it. I mean, a well-handled flak half-track is dangerous, even with the nerves it got. Like, the thing is, the flak half-track is still pretty strong, and as it gains veterans, he just becomes stronger. So as long as Hans can just, get some kills in here and there, some damage, and just gain it to the high levels of veteran, he can still do pretty well. And we got another MU-34. I mean, Hans again knows he has to contain Talisman more effectively, he has to deal with his infantry more effectively, and more suppressive firepower is probably one of the best ways of just dealing with all this infantry. In particular, since he can't easily get out any tanks, though getting one fuel point will help a bit. You should also consider assault rifles, so you can that way fight the conscripts more effectively. I mean, just unupgraded full grenades with all these conscripts is, I think, a long-term, not healthy strategy there for Helpinghans. Not long-term. This is 3 moving up. Constantly moving up, trying to move in, attacking from some angle. Stumpers in the years of close to Pioneers should win. And up north here, Fultz is pushing back the Cons with a good incendiary grenade. Hans the remains on the defensive here versus Talisman and the 5th Mechanized. And we got a view wipe here on Talisman. Flamethrowers dropped. Great for Hans, great for Hans. And we got Veteran 1, the flak half-track. Good for him as well there. And now with double machine guns up. things are just going to get more awkward here for Talisman. I mean, he's basically in the stage where the resistance from Talisman is going to get pretty great, because he's now got a lot of ways to turn the tides against all these conscripts very quickly. So this is good stuff for Helpinghans, though losing the fuel point consistently isn't. He still needs to work hard on that, and I'd probably recommend mining up the point to make it at least a bit harder there for Talisman to rush. Ooh, the flak after being sent a bit blindly, coming on fire from the Guardsman and the T-Center very rapidly. Down to half health there pretty quickly, not good for Hans, not good. Another hit. There we go, sending up in such a range, connected with the Guardsman, they can't hit him back. Very nice, there was a bit risky, got the flak, like everyone setting up, they're going to try and catch the T-70. Reveals itself and misses. Maybe not looking well, but in the south lane's pulling through, going for the fuel. Very good, very good. Needs to stay to the cover though, need to defend it, need to hit it. Shades it. And a unit almost seemed to have wiped there. Yeah, he lost the full squad, quite a loss. South has fallen, good, good. Instead of just bashing ahead into a wall here, but now Talisman is concentrating in the south. Basically using Talisman's initial tactic against, I think is actually in many ways a good choice there for Hans. Would force him to, switch his attack down here, and then he could actually lay up more defensive perimeter around here, this sort of, shall we say, box, which would make it harder then for Talisman to actually attack, rather than just constantly trying to tag up here where the terrain works, I think, quite a lot in way of the Talisman defensive actions. But it's going to need like Colonel down south, to be honest, and in this regard, he's possibly a bit too slow to react fully or predict Talisman's action. This is again, of course, now attacking into ways probably not like to have enter tank wins right away, of course, is a pretty good move. There's a nice counter attack by Talisman here, quickly playing around what Hans was trying to do. And the south here, folks, goes on the fire from the T-70. Flak after a on the field. In the south, we got folks moving from the north here. Need to turn to the counter. There you go, forcing a retreat here. Heavy damage in there. Close to Veteran 2 as well. This is really good. If you get to Veteran 2, that increases the damage done, which is absolutely amazing. Up north, there's a small force that's still trying to attack Talisman there and get the fuel point there, but so far I seem to have better luck just trying to focus on the southern resource and against southern box. Lots of damage being inflicted there. Flak half attack gains Veteran 2. This is big. This is really big, as the damage boost really just makes the flak half attack very good. As increased the damage, giving him more chance just wiping units and killing stuff. Schwer there, Max Leber. He wants to set up the Schwer Panther quarters here. In some ways, is a good spot, and certainly better than trying to set it up here. But it also kind of means right now, since he doesn't have it, it's going to stall his tech. Also means he's actually not necessarily playing for the Spec Ops, but instead it's the Schwer Panther quarters, which is in some ways not a bad idea. Problem is, right now, the Talisman's about to him with the tactics, going for Mechanized Armor Company. He can soon go for the T-3045. And Hans there go triple Academy efforts. I mean, again, this is really a sign there of just how far behind Hans is. And there you go, special operations, Command Panther available. Lightning figure now for Hans to support. They're not a bad idea versus Talisman. And there we go, T-3045 arriving here for the motherland for the 5th Mechanized Corps. Artillery fire there, lands behind the machine gun, almost killing the entire thing. And there you go, push from the north. He's switching weight and forces again, trying to attack here again. But this time he is better defending the south, though he really wants a machine gun to sort of cover this area. In fact, a machine gun here would be really strong, though he might want to wire off this spot. Otherwise, it would be pretty difficult there for Talisman to deal with. Easily would cover the fuel point and the surrounding area. Plus, with a Kednev, he could bait tanks into it. There we go, though. Attack going on. T-35 there just about to arrive for Talisman, and there we go. Premium medium for the Soviet Union. Mine goes off there, good spot by Helpinghans. And here we got Kevin with the conscripts. Talisman in there, continuing to attack in the north. Pressure in. Guardsman holding up nicely, virtually 211 kills. Yeah, that T-35 is going to rush down south to attack here the fuel point and reclaim it for the motherland. I'm the only one like him to stop it. That's going to work out pretty well there for Talisman, unless he gets really scared of the single Raketnerfer. Flak half attack moving up. He's going to need more anti-tank weapons there, but he doesn't have it. Again, he's clearly at this stage stalling for the Command Panther. But it seems like he briefly was kind of planning the Schwer Panther quarter, seems to have decided against it. Good hits there. Stalls down Talisman's armoured plan. Another max. Oh, getting actually a max in the first place. Right, say another one, but that's his first maximum out here. Time's gone firing on the engineers. Ken plans to go on the T-70. The 8 hitting rocket piercing thin armor easily, like a hot knife through butter. Guns being suppressed with the machine gun. Troops hanging back, being repaired. Pinned down to the ground. Bit of shooting there. Molotovs off. And reinforcement healing. Kuban good to go. Hansler's very much in the defensive again. I think he shouldn't have tried to immediately push back into it, which is what did, leaving him south and the south side. They're much more vulnerable to a counterattack by Talisman. Basically a case of feel of Hans being a bit too greedy, if you will. And they're going for the kidnap. Oh. Looks like Hans here got pretty lucky. That could have been a full wipe with the kidnap, in which case he just handed his opponent and take tank weapon, which would make it pretty hard for him to get back into the game with the Command Panther. From the south, there's Steel Punch, Kuban there's a conscript, pushing him away. But once more, you can see that Talisman's very quick to just denude the entire southern front. He has to focus on the north here. So, I mean, it's a bit interesting there how quickly he does and doesn't try to defend more with, say, mines or something else. T-35 to the rescue again. It is clearly proved to be quite a nuisance to have Helpinghans, who only has like Academy efforts to deal with it. And with all its help, it's not quickly going to go down through the Academy efforts. So it's definitely a strong choice there for Talisman, and he can actually soon go for a second one. Though Hans is not too far off here from a Command Panther, he's not too far off. Flak half track trying to do something. He's actually getting some good hits there. But it's the infantry which is the primary threat here. There you go. Comes being suppressed. Need to change to the other ones. Machine gun coming up, and that's going to help bait in the use of the flak half. In this case, it's actually a good move by Hans. Very good move. Quickly punishing Talisman's infantry there. Pushing for the centre and mining up here. Clearly, he's worried that the Talisman might try and flank up for the south and with a tank, which is definitely not a bad idea to be worried about. Heavy fighting here from the northern fuel point again. Talisman seeing his tanks towards the centre. Straight into the Academy for once more. Ooh, got a wipe there on Talisman. Oh, Helpinghans again. Good for Talisman, that's good for Hans. That's another photo squad biting the Dustling round with 2. And wipe the field gun in return. Though it can easily recruit there, but Talisman can easily be recruited. Need to retreat that photo squad before it's too late. And there we go. Command Panther's available there for Helpinghans. Command Panther's available. He just needs some manpower. Machine guns here supporting another machine guns. Guards moving up. They're getting suppressed here, falling pop of a grenade. Not even a small chance of pinning them down before they can get close enough. There we go. Pinned down to the ground. Still, the situation is looking pretty rough there for Hans. It's really going to depend on how he makes use of that Command Panther at this stage. Like, if it quickly gets destroyed, that's going to be GG for Helpinghans, and it's going to be, well, big victory there for Talisman. Now the T-35 arriving there for the 5th Mechanized Corps, pulling out more armour of the premium kind. And there you go, again with the shoots and misses. In the South Engineers sneaking through and up north here, we got folks with Raketner and flak after support. Hans is really trying to get the southern northern fuel point since this close to his base. And again, that does carry some weight, but I mean, the south is just more or less defended. So it just seems like Hans is willing to expend a lot of resources for the sake of convenience, but not, you know, just willing to accept he can just do this a lot easier without expending many resources and actually get, you know, a decent fuel supply that can maybe long term allow him to gain the northern fuel point more easily. But there you go, second T-35 there, and Hans is really going to need the Command Panther now because, like, the way he's playing his Raketa weapons now, which is very much, you know, able to support most of the fronts, is not particularly efficient. Won't be able to stop that. So the Command Panther is now utterly critical here for Helpinghans. Utterly critical. Minesweeper's up there. Talisman saw through Hans's plans before Hans even had them ready, and he's going to attack from the south using Minesweeper to secure Supporting, there you go. Hits another mine though. Good job by Hans there by mining up more deeply and thoroughly. The kid for that got the T-54 down to half health. Command Panther Rise can move in and finish it off. That's going to be a big loss there for Talisman, losing a T-55 that fast. But it's going to be a big win there for Hans. It's going to remove some pressure. And there you go. T-55 cooked up like a Christmas goose at Easter. Of course, you don't do that there, obviously. So it explodes. Laws of physics, people. Anyways, Conscious Macrogram, the northern field point here. Conscious and everything else just ready to deal with Hans' assault. Another head-on attack here behind, for this time supported by the Panther. Shattering cover for the Fox Canadians, and they can't hide from the Maxim. Yeah, nice work, asshole. Now we're getting shot at anyways. There you go, T-5 Russian takes the Command Panther on like Kedden effort. Bit of a, I think, awkward move there by Talisman. Flag half tank into the Maxim there. Forcing retreat here, and in the center T-7 versus the Kedden here. Almost got it, almost got it. Ah, T-7 gets away there, but Hans is definitely, I think, on the verge of a breakthrough here. He's actually now got a much larger force than Talisman. But, of course, parts of it are quite damaged. But still, he has, I think, a good potential now to push out and grab a lot of the map. But he needs to be fast about it. Obviously, the longer time he gives Talisman to regroup and, you know, counterattack the... I mean, less territory he's actually going to get. So he needs to be fast about this. He needs to be really fast. Subsequently enforcing. Should also get the spare Panther cord as soon as possible now. Flag half check very close to it. And free, and there you go. Counter's getting utterly blasted by it. And Guardsman, they're getting absolutely blasted as well. Who stuck their head out? Petrov did. Well, where is he? Well, his head got blown off. Oh. So there you go. Hans now. 90 pop there versus 66. Maneuver, who's just got more force on the field. I mean, again, he just needs to push. He needs to push hard. He's got the advantage now. He's got the edge of Krupp steel. I mean, that T-55 just getting destroyed like it was really big there for Hans. That was a large part of Talisman's force that just went up in smoke and flames. There you go. Command Panther, good hit in the T-70. Half 8 to veterans you want. With an issue to 5 on the way there for Talisman to help deal with the Command Panther. Very good choice. Constantly getting blasted by the Command Panther. Folks is moving ahead. MG34 could probably stand a bit further ahead. I mean, no, the machine gun there, you actually need the entire crew in there just to grab the point right at the edge that doesn't actually work. It's a bit of a nuisance there, to be honest. And there you go, tries again, but it still ends up just on the edge. Oh, that's going to be annoying. But there you go, straight into the MG34 here, close to veteran 3. Flag half tag as well, and there you go, might just hit it. Ah, gets away. Just the very nick bit there. Helpinghans, I mean, he is pushing up, but I do feel like you'd have pushed hard here against him. I do feel like you'd have been pushed harder versus Talisman. Of course, now the difference has been quickly, you know, cut in there. So the issue arrives here for Talisman. Incendiary a grenade off, fortunately need to fall back. They're getting absolutely shot to bits. They're out in the open. And he's still kind of short on infantry. But there you go, get hits on the H-55 here, but like the Command Panther could get it, and oh! He gets it. That was a big loss of a Talisman. That was definitely him being really reckless with the H-35 tank destroying. That was a big win for Helpinghans. Big win. And that could sort of firmly help him cement a comeback into the game. And there you go. Strap Hunter course going up. You can finally cover the northern field point well. Plus you can get up more armor to support the Command Panther plus Obersoldaten. This could very well be the beginning of Helpinghans' counterattack for the fatherland. And the 10th Panther Division. Steel Panzer Flamethrower bow. Really good. Even if there's a Russian one. Guys from a lot of trouble here with the Sturmpioniere. The flamethrower is having quite an impact there alongside the assault rifles. Command Panther with 7 kills. 2 vehicles, 5 infantry. Machine gun up covering the northern point here as well. Very good, very good. Back here healing reinforcement. Battle group headquarters up there for Helpinghans. There we go, big push from Talisman. Seems like he's going from the early strategy there now. Of course, just relying more on raw force to push through. Again, he's feeling confident, but that could very well be the time here. Harty just, you know, punish him very hard. As he then destroys his head on assaults with a flak after and whatnot. And there we go. Virtually free flak half tech. High rate of fire, high accuracy. This is really bad for an infantry Talisman might have. This is incredibly bad news. And you go, country's being utterly obliterated by the flak half track. Machine gun there on the cutoff point is, I would say, a bit extended there. Command Panther spectacularly misses the T-70 light tank. Line for gun. Actually, I don't think using it to barrage, which is definitely unfortunate there for Helpinghans. There we go. Garden tank forced straight into the Command Panther's line of fire. Machine guns there hammering away. Maxim's constantly moving up. We got the flak after tearing into them as well. Halfway to Veteran T4 already. A Titan of Death here. Soon, anyways. Command Panther moving ahead again. Well, obviously, if Helpinghans decides to go for some orbital dart, now you want. Actually, he can pretty much only go for orbital dart if he wants anything out of it, since he doesn't have enough pop cap for any other armor. He'd need to lose something. Probably not the infantry to make it hard for him to hold maps, so he'd probably have to end up losing like Kednev somehow. Head on assaulting to see the field gun is going out a bit poorly there for Helpinghans. His man getting obliterated in the process. Garden versus Fultz going to see it. Shots being fired back and forth. Coolbar netting feed. It's actually surprising it's lasted for almost half an hour. There's some really strong Coolbar preservation there by Helpinghans. Most players at this stage would honestly be throwing them away by now. But not Hans. He believes in the true, beautiful power of the Kupferwagen. My little Kupferwagen. Anyways, the Kedman taking off hits there from the T-35. Veteran free gain, very good, very good. And then white. Less good. In fact, nicht gut. Sturmpionier there, very, very close to Veteran 3. That's also pretty good there for Helpinghans. Stun grenades are good, and of course, getting close to Veteran 4, which gives some very nice offensive bonuses, is also pretty good. So what is Talisman going for next? Another H5, another T-35 here. Mines down from Helpinghans, very good. And then straight into another mine. Before retreating, which is really good because of other mines nearby, which could, cost them more grief. Grenade off there. Field gun there close to Veteran T1. And the maximum strength to the flak half tank is getting absolutely obliterated here by the heavy flak fire. As it gets ever closer to Veteran T4. T4 moving in. We got Orbis on the way there for Helpinghans. Can then go for the light machine guns with the infrared Sturmgewehrs. Far up north, an assault here by Talisman to hit the northern victory point is thwarted by an MG-34. Excellently so. Field gun shooting in the field gun crew down to half health. Got the Orbital moving up, flak after them repositioning to support them properly. And there you go, grenade off past the nicely dodges it. And go flak after change to the guts. They're doing quite a bit of damage, and now they should find a way there for Talisman. Very, very, very close there to Veteran 4. Very close, extremely close in fact. Command Panther, very close to one there. Go gains it. Very good, very good. Going for the T-45 there. Bit risky, being too extensive. Could risk losing the Command Panther, which would be close to catastrophic there for Helpinghans. Close to catastrophic. On the sky, we got more troops moving in there. So we got him supporting the Command Panther. Move very good. He almost gets the field gun crew and he wipes it. Could try and destroy it here. There we go. He goes for it. And Talisman's trying to recruit, but it might be too late. No. Works off grenade assault though. Could finish it off along the Command Panther. There we go. He can destroy it and destroys it. Absolutely outstanding timing there by Helpinghans. Destroying one of Talisman's field guns is going to be pretty helpful for the Command Panther and the flak half tracks for future survival. Kupferwagen too, obviously. I don't think the Kuhlbahn's going to have any critical role in this battle. Or will it? Nah, it's not. Shots fired definition from the Panther's frontal armor. Up north, Talisman trying to clear up here. Without any support, he's going to have a hard time with the machine gun inside the house. He'd need a tank, preferably, or some artillery support. Molotov there, the flank does help out. Command Panther halfway, and we got the flak half track rushing northward, sector now very, very close to Bet-75. Helpinghans needs to exert more pressure in the south, needs to hit the victory point, the fuel point, they're preferring the munitions as well. He shouldn't be just too focused in the north centre there. Super close to Bet-75. Constantly being slammed behind that heavy cover. There's the now hiding veteran flank half track. There goes squad moving. There goes Bet-75. Almost getting wiped. They're shattering the cover. Command Panther moving in to assist here with 11 kills. Flank half track doing about there. 37 kills for Germany. 37 kills. Absolutely outstanding work there. Bad news though for Talisman. Very bad news. Bet-75 flank half track is quite survivable and quite doing heavy damage. There you go. We got infantry assault loads up here for Helpinghans' orbital Darden, making them very formidable assault troops, which also can help deal better with units in cover. T-55 moving up and forcing out the orbital Darden. He's down to 76 victory points versus Talisman 355. Command Panther moving back. There we go, T-55 though hits a mine, gets a damaged engine, rushing in with the Command Panther to take it out. Talisman extended and looks like I'm punished. There you go. Marked vehicle and penetrating hit that makes it easy now to deal with for consequence tank grenades. But it's a bluff. It's a bluff. He doesn't have the munitions still. He managed to successfully pull back Hans's tank with the bluff. Excellent work there by Talisman. Excellent work. If you don't have it, bluff it. I like it. But still, in the end, it might not have been enough. They're about to lose the T-55. There you go. H-5 to the scene. Forces back, helping Hans's Command Panther in the end. But it is now very close to victory. 2 unit wiped out. I'll care if it did bite the dust. That does open up here for Panther 4 or maybe another Panther. I mean, 2 Panthers right now could prove to be very devastating versus Talisman. But no, Hans instead commits to a regular Panzer 4. Then again, he's going to go for the Panther anyways. So Panther 4 there I think is the right choice. The 2 Panthers again would have been quite nasty. Still, he's doing nothing in the south there. It seems like Hans is very fixated in the north centre. Leaving the south only there's an utter emergency, which I do feel is a bit of a weak approach. Again, he really should try to put more in here down. Again, he wants Talisman to focus on more of the map as much as possible. Machine gun here, going to be attacked by conscripts. About to hit veteran 3, very good there. Nice at pop cap now, so he can't get out of the Panther 4. Needs to lose something more again. Got the folks moving about here in the centre. Command Panther waiting in the north. Bit of a standoff here between the 2 sides. T-55 moving out. He close to veteran 2. HG5 is ready to support as well. And there you go. Kubwagen could become the victim here. Nope. Gets away. Successfully escapes the wrath of the T-55. Good hit there from the T-45, obliterating several German infantrymen. Very, very deep flank here to get the MD-54. Very nice move there. We've also got mines up here again to sort of try and prevent from any sort of southern flank attempts, and we got salvage going on the T-45. Good. There you go. Going here for the T-70 up north. A nice rate. They're catching Talisman completely off guard as he gets attack fronts over the spot hand reconnaissance open. Nice move. Destroying the T-70. And gaining veteran in the Command Panther, making it harder to kill and also getting some better bonus for his nearby units. Like the flak half tank, if it's now near the Command Panther, gains an even higher accuracy bonus. Which is definitely bad for an infantry corps nearby. We got another T-55 on the way for Talisman to replace the lost T-70. Command Panther moving up, machine about to get wiped out. Panther 4 arrives here now, fought Helpinghans and the 10th Panzer to be shown. So now there's 2 tanks out in the field, that's going to help a bit there. Conscripts hiding about there still. Still spotted by the MD-34, might have been a bit too slow there to move ahead. Hans saw through him and punished him. Well, he stopped him. $76 points still left here for Helpinghans versus the 308 of Talisman. Moving in the Panther 4 to flush them out. And good move here by moving up this way. That way he can sort of threaten the retreat path more, increasing his chance of wiping out the conscript, in particular if Talisman isn't paying attention for long enough. And there you go. Good hit. Half the unit gone in the blink of an eye. Talisman, though, does not seem to be paying attention here. And that's a quick risk. Yeah, we go. Full wipe. Full wipe. Down to just 2 men with very low health. Down to 1. And there we go. Pin up machine. Then he retreats. It's too late. Full wipe there. Good move by Hans. Good move. We've got a T-54 moving up there, but he's already pulling back the Panther 4. Molotov and the Sturmpioneer there, finally getting into the south again, hitting the victory point. The dust hit on mine, his Kuhlwagen's down to very little health. But seeing as Talisman is not responding, the Kuhlwagen could actually make it. It could actually maybe hit Virginia 3. That'd be amazing. That'd be out of this world amazing. Hans going for take. That's going to be the mechanized ready to help repair his tank, so he doesn't have to micromanage that. Plus, Cook's registered up for a King Tiger. We lose the Command Panther in each stage, though the opposite would prefer it away, since if we get it to the high levels, eventually the Command Panther is going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. And go ahead, and the T-55 there from the Command Panther. Direct hit though from the T-55 there, returns the favour. Panther 4 here, halfway to edge 1, contributing out, T-55 hanging back. In the south, Maxim seizing up territory there, close to Virginia 3, Orbital unrepulsed. Got another attack up north, but is thwarted here by Helpinghans' defences, augmented by the mighty Panzerwaffe. Guards from there with 27 kills moving ahead, MG44 being up, returning the favour here, 11 kills. And we got Mark Vehicle out there for Talisman, back here healing reinforcement, and we got the mechanized rating going up. I mean, a full pop cap, we might as well just go for it again, so you can that way, you know, set up for some other things, plus of course preserve attention so he doesn't lose units. Talisman compared to this with a smaller force, but is still maintaining good map pressure there, though tactically he does seem to slightly just resorting now to raw force, which makes it easier for helping out to defend, and that's usually what you want to watch out for. T-4 over there, very close to 15 feet, they hit from the Kedmir on the T-55 there. Engineers nearby me, got the Katyusha on the way there for Talisman, got the Katyusha on the way. Up north, the healing reinforcement, further up north, concentrating in, they're going to try and go for it, though we got the flak half-tech ready waiting. Yeah, you thought it was a Maschinengewehr, but no, it was me, flak half-track. Oh, you mean Ludwig? Nein, I'm trying to be funny here. You're never funny, Ludwig, shut up. T-55, Katyusha almost done. That certainly caused Hans quite some grief. They wipe out machine guns, infantry, and support weapons. Hans, I think, they'll need to get more aggressive. I can understand why Watt doesn't want to extend. I mean, he's still on victory points. One mistake could throw it all away. But, like, at the same time, the current status quo makes artillery kind of good against him, though it has taken Talisman a long time to get any artillery out, admittedly. And he hasn't even bothered with any mortars, but I do think he could have done it from a lot sooner. All the way about to get like Kenneth. They does get away with the tiniest level of health there. Very lucky for Hans. 2 T-55 and 85 and the Katyusha, plus a load of infantry. Versus a lot of German infantry, plus a Veteran 5 flak half-track with 41 kills and a Veteran 2 Command Panther. There we go, Katyusha fire here against machine gun, trying to take out Hansen now. Veteran 4. Oh dear, he's going to retreat it. And it gets wiped. A staggering loss there for Helpinghans. A Veteran 4 machine gun crew is not something you need to replace. The Panther 4 there versus the T-55's repeated hits. Push you down to half health in a matter of seconds. Up north, they constantly drawing attention from Hans. Moves in, trick to flash it out. Sturmpioneer there, tasked with clearing out the building of any Russian scum. Repair pioneers, by the way, ready for Helpinghans. Very good. Very good. But the pressure is very much real. Smoke screen off there. There you go. T-5 versus Command Panther. And in the south, folks, we're hitting a mine and running into some severe resistance there from Talisman. He's going to need some armor support to break through there. Okay, maybe it was the T-55 getting a good hit. Panther as well. Could he try and take up the Command Panther? Maybe, but there's still the East from the Guardsmen, which could make this a bit tricky to do without some serious support and a serious push. But he's going for it nonetheless. It seems like moving up the Command Panther. Shoots, misses the T-55, but Kedmir will wipe again. Light infantry gun fires, not making much of an impact, and we got the Command Panther falling back as it misses another shot. Panther 4 moving up though. And there you go, going for the T-55 this time around, landing good hit, gains An ace tank there, the Talisman. Definitely a problem there for Hunter. That's a high rate of fire. And the Panther just can't seem to bloody well hit. Good hit on the Panther 4 there from initiative 5. Veterans 1, half 8 to veterans 2. If he can get to 53, it's going to be really bad news for Helpinghans, since it gains a high rate of fire alongside good penetration, which can easily threaten Command Panthers, Panther Force, even King Tigers. Fixing up the Panther 4. Coolbahn moving like carefully nearby. Good hit. Command Panther sitting out. And we got these rather direct hit from the Command Panther through the front line. Misses the Panther in return. Bit of justice maybe there for Helpinghans. Another hit, but there you go, return hits. But it is getting very close to Veteran 3. Again, that's going to be amazing. Again, boost the rate of fire. See, also the flak half tech decides to actually boost. Plus, of course, the Command Panther also begins to shoot faster there itself. Plus, it means Veteran 4 and Veteran 5 aren't far off. And he gets Veteran 5. Good God. That's going to be bad news for Talisman. That's going to be very bad news. Still 51 versus 254. Hans is actually bleeding out Talisman. It's rather slowly. And again, I feel like we do more in the south. But right now, we've got a machine gun covering the southern points. We need some armor support from the Panther 4 to deal with that, which isn't impossible to do, though. Most of the Talisman force are us in the base. It seems like it's turning into a bit of a meat grinder over the central victory point between these two players. Meaning whoever flanks the other sort of most efficiently could probably win this. And we got the Panther 4 doing something up far north. Oh, he's trying to find the Katyusha there, I think. He might try and sneak in and destroy it. Though without its exact position, it could be a bit risky there. Ah, Command Panther misses the T-35 troops. You can hammer it there with the T-35s. There we go, good hit. Veteran feet on another Academy effort. And Command Panther's almost there. We go. So close to Veteran fleet. So close. And there you go, Panther racing into the base. He's looking for it, but he can't find it. He can't find it. Quickly withdraws there. Very good move there by Hans. And nothing to feel wrong with it. It's just this case. Talisman was already prepared for it to an extent, it seems. Basically, tactically had it closer to his other units in case Hans rushed something in, they could quickly to safety quickly. But I like this Hans move there. It's actually not a bad move at all. That was a very good move, just in this case, not rewarded, but not punished either. I mean, he basically took advantage of Talisman's push, then raided the base. I really like that. In theory, they could all just send the Panther on kill machine out the side, but still. I like him, what he did. The grenade off the orbital dart. Almost got them wiped though. Oh, so close. Panther 4 on the 5 from Academy. Issue 5 gets rid of hit off there. Veteran 2. MD-34, Veteran 4 moving up there. Healing reinforcement back in the base. Kuban using repairs. Very close to Veteran 3. Very close. Been some time since I've seen a Veteran 3 Kuban, to be honest. He's going to lose another Veteran 4 MD-34 by the looks of it. Yup, wiped here by the Ace T-3045, a hero of the Soviet Union. Lieutenant Petro Pushkin. Anyways, Panther moving up there, gets the hit, and there we go, Veteran 3 for the Command Panther. This is definitely rough news for Talisman. But there you go, H5 returns the favor with a straight hit through the frontal armor. Academy moving hit, including the Veteran 4 Academy effort. T-5 could take some punishing hits there. There you go, down to less than half health. You got Mark V, but there you go, both Academy punched down in front of the Katyusha. Ah, 9. Oh god, got the Veteran 4 Academy effort there. And lost the orbital as well. Critical losses there for Helpinghans. Critical losses. He got the T-45, but I don't think that was worth it. At least they only lost one like him. Still losing the orbital on top of that is pretty harsh. And now the Command Panther's already halfway towards Veteran 4. He could theoretically now try and stay up for another Panther, but he's down to 37 from one, which might just work better. But he really needs to exert pressure in the south. He needs to have a tank to clear out the point there. So just the Panther 4. I'll definitely just the Panther 4 with a bit of support, clear it out, force it away, and then gain the south as well. Flak after him into the defensive there. Constantly moving heavy. You've got some tank robs up for the machine and they're not being recruited. Another T for the 5. They can't get out there due to being too much pop cap there for Talisman. Rushing in the Panther forward with a command tech support. There you go. Full's going to do this. 24 kills. Veteran revive. Got a lot of guardsmen moving up there with 42 kills, by the way. Absolutely crazy what a bunch of guardsmen when well handled can do. 42 kills. Up north though, Vacaden method surprises Hans' flak half attack, forcing retreat, leaving the northern victory point open. Could cause a drain there. He's rushing in all of his armor to overwhelm because that's a thing he can get up there fastest with infantry hot on the heels there as well. Kulvan could go down finally, and he gains veteran fleet and he loses it. Damn it. It almost seems like a prophecy. Whenever Kulvan hits veteran fleet, it dies. It just dies. Sturmpioneer literally 3 hit for supporting as well. Command Panther very close to veteran 4. Very close. Direct hit though from the H85 on the Command Panther. We got it buttoned down as well. Another hit, and the H85 is super close to veteran 3. You might want to try concussive grenade this way, this is a fight with gas, but there you go. They pop the grenade instead and almost kills his veteran 4 Sturmpioneer squad. That would be a pretty big loss there for Helpinghans. There we go, H85. Basically just needs to sneeze at the German and he gains veteran 3. Probably some small metal with just, nose on it. 26 points less versus 236. Hans is hanging on by the skin of his teeth. Ooh, almost got the flak after the issue 5. Hans quick to fall back with it. 45, 46. Command Panther moving up. I mean, if you get it to veteran 4, you can actually give the command of the flak half track an even larger range boost. And there you go. I mean, right now the flak half track can effectively cover almost an entire screen from within. Just if you sort of send it around, like you can almost cover the entire screen there with the Command Panther. That's crazy. That's the first time I've actually seen a flak half track like that. That's this match. That's absolutely magical. And another Chief of the 5 here for Talisman. More tanks for the motherland. 21 points left for Helpinghans. Yeah, he's laying down more mines. He's also laying some directly on the point itself. Good hit there on the teeth of the 5 there from the Command Panther. Sanction miss. There you go. Flak half tick just covering up nicely. They're turning into the conscripts. Like that is just some massive range in the flak half track. 47 kills. More damage there. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's got roughly the range of the tank destroyers there, almost. Roughly, almost, yeah, probably a bit contradictory. Anyways, Dude's being pushed back there. Command Panther with damage. There still shoots, still fights. T-Fub are going for the kill. 50 kills in the flak half deck, boy. 50 kills. T-Fub number 2 moving up. He's worried about mine still, and he rightfully should be. Got the Panther moving up here. Veteran T2, of course, boosted by the Command Panther's many abilities as well. T-Fub though hits the mine. He hits the mine. He went for it, and he got punished. They can't be heavily punished since the Panther still got damage. English will still get some hits. Oh, it's going to hit another mine. It's going to hit another mine. He actually managed to avoid the first one, but there we go. Another mine off. But Hans is not capable of sending anything down there to finish off, maybe except the Panzer IV. So the T-55 here might actually escape. He's really lucky. Oh, never mind, we got the Panzer IV in there. He's going for the kill there. He's even blitzing. He wants it dead for very obvious reasons. There you go, the H5 finally hits ace level. Panther IV getting flanked though, almost down. Oh no. He could actually end up losing the Panther IV to the T-55. Slip of health left on both of them. Pulls back here for some bonuses from the Command Panther. range and all that. The T-35 actually looks to be escaping this. Despite everything, the T-35 gets away. No, looks like Hart's about to the command Panther now to finish it off. He's not having this. He is not having this. Except for the kidnapper. Get out of the way! I need to destroy a Russian Panther, you dummkopf. There we go, T-5 opening up the command Panther. Now the penetrating information of 5. T-5 the ace is down to half health. 2 is pushing percent of the flak half check. He's just murdering it. 51 kills. Command Panther, very close to V-75. 2's being obliterated here, just shredded by the machine gun and the flak half track. Plus the V-74 Sturm Pioneers. Tanks pulling back here for repairs. And far up north, another push here. Single fault is got defending. He needs to rush up the flak half track, I think, to defend. And there you go. It looks like it's being dispatched. It looks like it is being dispatched. Going up there rapidly. Katyusha fire here. Guards on the side of the house there could make it for the flak after defend the position. Got the Panther forward with half health being sent up. He needs flamethrowers or something else to deal with this. Come on, Panther, almost good to go again though. He's still not doing anything about the southern victory point. And now we got a Yak Panzer for Helpinghans. We got the Yak Panzer plus full grenadiers. Going out of flushing out the Russian troops there. Okay, never repulsed. Command Panther setting out. Very close to the ace level. And ace Command Panther, that is not something you see happen every day. It's not something you see happen every day. Flak after they're flying away. 52 kills, 53. Sturm Pioneers. Oh, Scheiße! He lost eventually for Sturm Pioneers. A big loss there for Helpinghans. A big loss for Germany. 19 points was on 94. He's committing everything. I think Talisman might be getting a bit short time. There we go. Ace Command Panther. Ace! He can now boost the infantry as well up north here. Can't get Guardsmen find this flak half checks Panther Force infantry being rushed in here. Hans is just desperately charging, and there you go, unit white. Panther 4, they almost got artillery fire raining down. Guardsmen could go down as well here. That'd be a big loss for Talisman. He's close, but he should be careful not to extend. H5 down to the Yak Panther Command Panther combo. And there you go, T5 for 10 from the north here. Command Panther, Yak Panther, right there you go. Yak Panther shoots. Gets a penetrating hit, courtesy of the Command Panther. There you go, another hit. And another. Ace T5 going in here, trying to catch the Yak Panther, but the Yak Panther definitely dodges it. And we got the enemy for boosted by the Command Panther, dealing with the advancing infantry, but has to fall back due to the Katyusha barrages. And gets wiped by the Ace. 41 kills on the Ace T-45. This match is just crazy. In so many ways. Ace Panthers. Command Panthers it is. T-45 with so many kills. Flag half checks with almost, ton of kills as well. So many. Just extreme things this match. More Sturm Pioneers for Helpinghans. He's down to 12 points. Yak Panther shoot misses. Hard work there on the Command Panther for very obvious reasons. Without the Command Panther, I'm pretty sure Hans would be collapsing by now, and even then he's barely holding on. There you go, flag half check, tearing into the advancing Guardsman. Yak Panther coming in for the Russian armour. Panther 4 supporting, there you go, Veterans 1 gain on the Yak Panther. Guardsman almost being obliterated here. Units being wiped out there for Hans, he's down to just 2 infantry squads. Moving in, the Panther 4, Veteran flee here on its own against all these conscripts. Hans is desperate. He is desperate. There we go, crashing, stalling, murdering. 35 kills on that Panther 4 as well. Flank capturing support here, conscript being utterly obliterated. Talisman might have extended too far, there you go. 1 unit wiped. 7 points left though. 58 kills. Units obliterated. Talisman's running out of infantry. Yak Panther almost got the issue 5. It's going to extend this one. There you go. T-45 trying to ram the Command Panther and gets it, but the T-45 can't do anything. And the Panther might still be about. Yak Panther though went down. This fight is just turning into pandemonium. 2 points left. SG5 going in for the command. Panther's almost down. Flag half-track arrives. Oh god. Flag half-track's almost down. 60 kills for the fatherland. Shots fired. SG85 goes down. And kaput! Kaput! Flag half-track with 63 kills. Come on, Panther repaired. Oh, he's defending it. Just barely. Oh, he wiped them. He wiped them. Talisman's barely got anything left. He's under 24 hands. Still has a large force of Muslims going to need repairs. 65 kills to the flag half-track. He's moving in with a machine gun. He's moving in to contest with the fault gun. He's going for a grenade assault. He's going to have to get the flag half-track in there again. There's something else. The flag half-track's still staying up north. Despite this could be the critical moment. It's down to neutral. The fault gun is uncontesting the point. They're right at the edge of it. Oh god, Hans, what are you doing? Hans! Hans! You're not paying attention. Panther 4 moving out. Oh, scheisse. What could have been a misclick or a slight mistake that could have cost Hans this match. And there we go. It's GG. It's GG. Had the Falcons just been slightly further forward to move back the flag half-track, he could have won this. Oh, God. An absolute brutal slaughter of a match here on Female Approach, with approaching almost 600 casualties and an incredible amount of damage done in this brutal and violent 1 versus 1 right here in Female Approach with so many rare sights. Again, Ace Command Panther, you just haven't seen that in ages. An Ace Flag half-track with 65 kills and so many other just insane sights. Huge casualties, massive assaults, good flanks and all that. In the end, I think Honor Hans' issue was just he completely consistently. Oh, look, the Southie would barely move in there if he could have won. He just wouldn't even try to harass there. And again, made evasion with Talisman just, lock off a map there without having to send troops down. That was a really, I think, big mistake that Hans would really help out Talisman in the long run. The Talisman was really close to throwing the match in the end. He was really close. He made some really, I think, bad calls at times. I think he was trying to close out the match, and that really allowed Helpinghans to get through there and pull around. The Command Panther was utterly critical. Utterly critical. I mean, without that, probably won, but still, an Ace Command Panther. Absolutely insane and certainly an exciting match here from the Grand Championship Series 2. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. And if you like to, you can donate or support via Patreon. Links to the video. Of course, also a big thanks to Account Eliminator for donating to support the Propagandacast, to Ishtari for doing that as well, and to Raven GH as well for donating to support the Propagandacast. You're all wonderful, amazing, and charming people. Big thanks to you all. And that'll be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another exciting episode. So thank you all. You're all a wonderful audience. Cheers, everybody.